Seventh day. It was arson, but it wasn't Farmer, as everyone supposed, who set fire to the house, but one of his farmhands, who didn't know the insurance was in place, and who wanted to damage his master. It is known why. There is talk of a relationship between the farmer and the farmland, of which the farmer's wife, who also died in the blaze, was informed. And so the farmer stands to receive a large sum of money. Apparently, he wants to invest in it, in a factory, in a Tyrolean valley, and they do not have anything more to do with agriculture. They found his wife at the back of the house, crushed by a falling beam. The assumption is that she ran back into the building to find her little boy, but the little boy was faster than she was and got out of the room by himself. Then, as she rushed back out of the house, having avoided the flames and smoke, the beam fell on her head. In the dark, they clambered over her body several times without realizing it. They supposed she was in the building, under the wreckage, among the animals that were buried to charred ruins, blackish-brown lumps of matter, with horns or hooves protruding from it in some cases, looking as stiff and rigid as cast iron, and giving off a frightful smell, which I now seem to remember having smelled around the inn as well. Our policeman had to force people away. Strangers come to loot with his rifle butt, and even hit the odd one a blow over the head when they refused to do as they were told. A doctor had arrived, but too late. They were able to save the tractor in which the farmer had driven clear of the burning house. The landlady is going to the wife's burial. She knows the family. A large family, she said. As a girl, she had once been employed there with her sister. The whole of one summer. Now they are looking everywhere for the farmhand who started the fire. The policeman duly went up to the inn early in the morning to ask questions. But no man who answered the description of the wanted man had ever shown his face in her inn. The landlady said, "The arsonists come from Carthinia, where all bad lots come from," as the landlady says, and had only been working at the farm from late fall. The police think he may have gone home, but they want to keep an open mind. It was his day off, and he was wearing his Sunday best before leaving the house. Afterwards, during the fire, the farmer had recalled that he had taken his little suitcase with him as well. Generally, such people, once they have perpetrated their crime, tend to turn up at friends or relatives, and are found by the police. They would see where they found him, if they found him at all. But usually they find people like that in a matter of days, if not hours, because they won't have gone very far, and they don't have the means or the courage either. They will hide out in a hay barn or a wayside hut and will be found half-starved or completely starved. If the farm had burned down just a day earlier, the farmer wouldn't have stood to get a single cent for it, whereas now he'll receive an enormous sum. The fire setter must have miscalculated by just one day. "You know," the painter said, "the whole country, as you see, is full of criminals, full of murderers and arsonists."